Greetings metalheads, hope you're doing well. Thank you for checking into the YouTube channel for Friday 13th. Now you're about to listen to an audio interview which was done with the mighty Metallica. Right, this was done with Kirk Hammett in the dressing room at the Dynamo festival back in Holland, in Eindhoven, back in 1999 for the Reloaded album. So have a listen, take it for what it is, enjoy. Please share on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and other social media sites. So like I say, subscribe, tell your friends, let's get the word out. There's plenty more audio interviews coming your way, and in the future there'll be some visual interviews. So stay safe, stay metal, and thanks again for watching and listening. Cheers.
Here we are with Kurt from Metallica. First of all, Kurt, let's thank you for doing the interview for the fanzine.
No problem.
Friday 13th.
No problem.
The first question is a warm-up question. Of all the albums you've put together, which is your favourite album and why, and least favourite and why?
My most favorite, just strictly for sentimental reasons, has got to be Master of Puppets. It was our third album. It was our chance to come out of that so-called sophomore thing and just really prove ourselves as a band. And we really, I think we really gelled as a band by that point. Because for Kill 'Em All, Cliff and I were fairly new. And Ride the Lightning, it was, we were still fairly kind of feeling the whole thing out, the whole studio process and writing process. But by Master of Puppets, it was our opportunity to really show the world, how much we matured and grew together as a band. And you got to admit, the material is so great. The songs.
Yeah. I saw you in '86 in England with Anthrax.
Yeah.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
I was only 15, but
yeah, I remember that show. I remember that show actually. But the material just really flowed well. From track to track on that album, and it was just a real pleasure to make, and I felt really, really proud of it. I like all our albums. If there was an album I would have to say I disliked, it would have to be the production on Injustice for All.
Yeah,
it's just now that going back to it now, it doesn't sound good to me. The songs are great, don't get me wrong. I love the songs. It's just that it was a sonic experiment that kind of just went off track. We were trying to get a certain sound, and we just kind of missed our mark. But a lot of people love the sound of that album, and I talked to a lot of people, and they say the particular sound on that album has influenced the sounds on
their new albums.
Their more recent albums. But I just wish that we can go back and do something about it.
Right.
It sounds thin to me. When Lars listens to it, he cracks up. He literally breaks out, starts cracking up.
Shit. Okay, my next question is, so why did you decide to release Reload, and how does it differ from Load?
Reload is the songs on Load and Reload were written around the same time, and it was supposed to be a double album, but because of our scheduling, we wanted to be able to release an album in 1996. And if it was going to be a double album, we weren't going to be releasing an album in 1996. We'd be releasing an album in 1998 because there's so many songs. Mm-hmm. So we split them in half. We split the two albums in half and decided to release Reload a year later, and that's exactly what we did. There was no real process in splitting the songs. We just went with the songs that were more complete at the time.
Right.
The songs that were more complete at the time ended up on Load, and the songs that weren't complete, obviously, ended up on Reload. But of the two, I like them both. Because I still see them as the same album. It's just really hard for me to see them as separate albums. But that's just my perspective.
Okay. I heard a rumor that Metallica are making a film. Is this true?
Oh, what, we're doing a what?
A movie? A film?
I think the closest thing to that is that we just played with the San Francisco Symphony, and it was filmed.
Wow.
But it's probably going to be released as a home video.
Right, great.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this DVD system thing you've just done. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. It's it's a live video.
Right. Okay.
Cutting stunts.
Okay, my next question is, what's it like working with Bob Rock? And is he easy to work with? And how does he see you as musicians?
Working with Bob Rock is really great. He's very inspiring. He really knows how to get the best performance out of us, and he knows what he's talking about, and he has very good perspective, and out of the four of us, if the four of us can't decide on something, he's like the fifth opinion.
Right. He's the guy who kicks you up the ass and says, "Look, get your shit together."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, will Bob Rock be working on the next album, and is he a permanent band's producer?
I think we tend to shy away from like working with anyone for too long. It still remains to be seen whether or not we'll be working with them. I mean, Bob himself has said that we should get another producer for the next album.
Really?
But I mean, it's more our decision than his decision, and so that's still remains to be seen. He was on hand for the San Francisco Symphony shows,
right.
And he helped record them, and so I think if those tapes see the light of day, and I'm pretty sure they will, he'll be listed as producer on those albums.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, next question is, how do you see Metallica's music as a progression from the early days? How do you see yourselves progressed over the years?
Over the years? It's we just kind of just follow wherever our heads are at musically, and that's what we've done. We've always tried to just play whatever has been inside us, and it's been a very, very natural thing. Nothing has ever been forced. A lot of the times we just like to show people where our heads are at, and where we're going creatively and musically.
Great. Okay, my next question is, could you tell me why you decided to release Garage Days Inc., and how many songs do you have from the beginning in mind to record this?
Well, it was Garage Days Revisited had been pulled from the catalog sometime in like '88 or '89, with plans of releasing it at a further date. And the further date came up last year. We were going to re-release it with all the other cover songs we've done, all the other B-sides, and maybe 3 or 4 new covers, but we ended up putting 11 new covers on because there was just a bunch of songs that we'd been planning to cover over the years and we never got around to, and then it was the perfect opportunity to do that, and we just picked a bunch of songs and recorded them, and I just love that Merciful Fate medley. It's
Did you watch them today?
No, I was still sleeping, I think.
Okay, the next question is, how easy was it for you to pick up your favourite songs for this?
Well, it was pretty easy. I mean, my big contribution was suggesting Merciful Fate and doing the medley, because Merciful Fate's one of my all-time favorite bands. And saying goes that Lars, he has ties with Merciful Fate too that go way, way back.
Right.
And we wanted to pick songs that everyone was comfortable with playing. And like most of these songs, we've talked about for years and years about covering. For instance, Sabracadabra and Die My Darling, Merciful Fate, Astronomy. The More I See. Those are songs that we've always wanted to cover.
Mm-hmm. So why didn't you do any Judas Priest songs on here?
Like I said, we wanted to play songs that everyone felt comfortable with playing, and certain band members, weren't too comfortable with covering more contemporary metal bands, and we still see Judas Priest as a contemporary metal band.
Right.
It'd be like us covering like Iron Maiden songs. There's something wrong with
the Run to the Hills little shit.
Yeah, I mean
Come on.
All right, then.
Yeah, sure. Just one man, please. Would you mind signing these for me, please, Lars, if you have time? Some CD covers, please. Okay. Okay. My next question is, On a different note, what possessed you to do the Metallica for the photo shoot?
Do Metallica with this?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, just we're a cover band.
Right.
You know, that's the whole concept. You know, on this album is that we're the fucking world's biggest cover band.
It's fucked up. Cheers.
And so we wanted to look like voila.
Thank you.
Voila.
Okay, my next question is, are there any new songs wrote yet, and any ideas for in the pipeline for the new album?
Well, we recorded 2 new songs at the San Francisco Symphony. One song's called No Leaf Clover, and the second one's called Minus Human.
Right.
And if we decide to release this album at the end of the year, those 2 new songs will be on it with the San Francisco Symphony. So it should be something pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is your reaction if somebody did a Metallica song as a dance version?
Actually, a few people have done dance versions of our songs.
Yeah.
Well, techno, dance, what's the difference? But yeah, people have done, certainly have done techno industrial covers of our songs, and I love it. I'm all for people covering our songs and reinterpreting them. I don't like it when people will cover our songs and do a carbon copy note for note thing.
Right, yeah.
I'd rather them fuck it all up, and turn it into some Indian raga or something.
Yeah.
That'd be much more interesting than if someone played a cover of one of our songs and did it note for note.
Right, so when we're going to see the next Metallica album, how will it differ from Reload?
We plan on going into the studio sometime next year.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll get it out by the end of the year, but you never know.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it going to be the same style as Load, Reload?
It's too early to tell. I mean, we don't really know yet. I mean, you can speculate all you want because, that's pretty much what we're doing too, is speculating what it might sound like.
So what is your opinion on Metallica tribute albums?
I love them. They make us money. I have to be honest, they're cool. I just answered it with that other question.
Right.
I love it when people reinterpret our music.
Okay, my next question is, now let's talk about Dynamo. Is this the first time Metallica played Dynamo, headlined?
I think we played it in 1983 when Venom headlined, didn't we? No? Was that something different? Did we ever play Dynamo?
That was Art Shock Day.
Oh, Art Shock, okay.
That was at Swallow.
Alright. Have we ever played Dynamo? No, we've never played Dynamo.
Okay,
and you know what? It was great seeing fucking Fear Factor. It's so heavy.
So how nerve-wracking is it for you guys to play Dynamo today?
What?
How nerve-wracking is it for you to play Dynamo this year?
It's just another show for us, man.
It's nothing spectacular.
Nothing spectacular, It's Woodstock, Dynamo, it's all the same to us.
All right.
Okay. Dynamo's great, man. It's great being here. What? Yeah. Well, actually, Lars thinks this is a really important show. He called me up at 3 o'clock this morning saying, we got a really important show tomorrow. As he was hanging out with Brett Anderson from Suede. Yeah, he called me a woman. Him, that guy, calling me a woman. That guy is the fucking biggest pansy in the world.
So, okay, the next question is, are any members of Metallica got any side projects in the future?
I have nothing planned. I don't know about these guys, but I have nothing planned for right now.
Yeah?
In fact, Metallica is just, my main project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next question was about Jason's side projects, IRA. What do you think about it?
I haven't heard it that much, but, he's right there.
Yeah. But how many of you knew, so?
I haven't really heard, I know that Devin Townsend is a really good guitar player.
Yeah, I got the first demo. Jason sent me a copy.
Yeah. He played with Steve Vai and such, and Steve Vai is he's very picky with the musicians he plays with. So
right. Okay. So I heard a little rumor that the rest of Metallica wasn't happy about Jason doing the SR8 thing. Is that true?
There was some schism there, but I think that's all just
water under the bridge.
Yeah, water under the bridge now. I mean, if he did that nowadays, there wouldn't be as much much attention.
What do you think about the Metallica Garage Days Revisited, the bootlegs that have been going around?
Can't really do anything about it,
It seems to be selling for very much money, like a very expensive CD to buy and shit.
Yeah, I think you're better off just buying Garage Inc.
Yeah. Okay, my next question is it you? Okay. Before we finish, What does Jason think of me, Flotsam and Jetsam? Have you no idea what Jason thinks?
No, I
Since he
don't.
left the band, or...
No, I have no idea what he thinks. You can ask him.
Yeah?
Yeah, what time we going on?
7:45.
And how many more interviews do I have?
1.
We gotta get this going.
Is the curfew at 10:30? Did you say the
One more
curfew at 10:30?
We gotta do it, man, because I need to start getting ready.
Why not eat dinner?
Well, why don't I start it and then he finishes it?
It's really quick. It's 2 guys.
What?
There's 2 guys out
No,
here.
it's just-
When you're
Alright,
done with
Go
this.
on, fair enough. Okay, my next question is, have you heard any good albums recently?
Yeah, you know, let's see, what have I been listening to? I've been listening to this Cuban hip-hop band called Ozo Motley. I've been listening to this album by this guitar player, Mark Ribot, who played with Tom Waits. It's, again, it's like Cuban fusion music. And I like a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
And I've been listening to a lot of Lauryn Hill. I like Fear Factory's new album quite a bit. And I like Korn's new album. Let's see, what else have I been listening to? Yeah, I listen to a lot of different stuff. I try not to listen to just one style of music. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of hip hop lately. This band called The Roots.
Right.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, Carl, let's thank you for doing the interview.
All right,
Anything
man.
to say to the readers and the fans out there?
You know, I put on the other night, not too long ago. I put on Hellbent for Leather, and it's still fucking as kick ass as it was back in the day.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
All right.